everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Leia, and today I'm going to be talking to you about some things that I think you might be doing that's holding you back from doing your best in school. Just some habits that I think that at least if you become aware of it, or if you try to fix it, I think you can do so much better or reach your truest potential in succeeding in school. So I do have a list here that I'm going to tell you about, but before I get to the list, the thing that I have to tell you guys is that most people, at least now during this time where we're just all about side hustles and technology and things like that, most people, would make this into like an ebook or some kind of a course and they'll make you pay for it. I don't want to do that. I want to share this kind of information for free. So all I ask in return is that you please subscribe to my channel and like and share this video if you find it helpful. So the first thing that I think you might be doing is that you're not actively seeking out help. What do I mean by that? Like if you know that you're not doing well in the class or you're not understanding a certain topic, but you're not going to the teacher and asking questions, then who's going to help you? Like you need to be able to at least talk to the teacher or talk to your classmates, your friends, whoever is understanding the topic best that you don't understand. Try to seek out help. Like most schools have a free tutoring place. You can go to those tutoring places if you don't feel comfortable talking to the teacher. And then the next thing that I think you might be doing is that you have zero awareness of your surroundings and your triggers. What do I mean by that? So let's say you go to your room to study, right? And then within like 5 to 10 minutes, you're kind of like sleepy or just dozing off, going on your phone, and just don't feel like studying. You have to realize that it's probably because you're in your room. A lot of the times when we're in our rooms to study, it signals our brains that we actually just want to fall asleep or we just want to hang out on our phones. We don't actually want to study. So find a good place that you can actually study in. It doesn't have to be the library. If you love studying in the library, go ahead. But sometimes some people study better at a quiet cafe. Some people study better when they're just in a different, like maybe like an empty classroom. Like when in the classes that I have, sometimes I know that there are classes where they just don't have class, and so I just sit there and I'll study like just by myself in that one room, and yeah, I get it out of the way. And so I think that if you become aware of your surroundings, just things that make you like avoid studying or things that give you motivation to study, I think that will help you. Like what makes you want to just doom scroll instead of, reviewing your notes and things like that. Speaking of which, reviewing your notes, you should be doing that right after class. Like I've seen it through real experience that reviewing your notes right after class really helps it to stay in your brain longer and like helps your retention with the notes. So what I used to do is I would just get out of the class, and a lot of the times you're really trying to get to a class really fast and you don't have that much time to look at your notes or review your notes and things like that. But I would definitely say that if you spend at least just like 5 to 10 minutes just passively even reviewing your notes, you don't have to do any active recall if you don't have the time, but just like looking at your notes right after class will help you remember the things so much better. The next thing is that I think that you're doing is that you're not studying correctly based on your needs. So I used to have a teacher in high school who would get very like defensive about like the visual learning topic because they didn't really believe in visual learning. But I don't really agree with that because I truly believe that everyone studies differently. Everyone has a different method that they understand better with like topics and materials. So I think what you should do is definitely spend some time and figure out how you study better. Some people, they study better when they listen. So through auditory, having their headphones on, instead of reading an actual book, listening to an audiobook helps them learn better. For me personally, I like to learn by watching videos. So any kind of topic that I'm learning about, I'll go on YouTube, I'll search up the topic, and I'll watch a bunch of videos and write notes as much as possible. And then I look at the notes again and I understand things way better because I saw it happen on a video. So I think that you should definitely learn about how you study and like what helps you best, because that's going to help you understand materials a lot more. Another thing that I think you might not be doing that's actually not helping you is you might not be talking to the smart kids in the class. What do I mean by that? I'm just saying, like, there might be more students out there who not only understand the topic, but could be that they find more interest in it than you do. So if you find other students that are having more interest in that topic or just understand the topic more like better, just talk to them. You don't have to become their best friend. And if you do, congratulations, but just go talk to them and ask, hey, you know, like there's this topic in class, I didn't really get it. Do you get it? If so, can you just like explain it to me? I kid you not, some of the kids that are in class that understand the topic fully, they will help you. They will help you understand it so much better. And I feel like in general, it's just so much easier to learn about different materials and topics and just subjects when you're talking to a person about it. Like when you're having a conversation and you're teaching each other, I feel like you learn better that way. And another thing that I think that you might be doing that's not helping you is if you're not doing the extra credit. Like if you know that you're failing the class or you're doing poorly in the class, why are you not doing the extra credit? And especially if your teacher is offering you extra credit, you should be doing it. Remember guys, the one thing that I want you to take away from this video is that 0 effort equals 0 results. Because even if you put in some effort and you didn't get the exact result that you wanted, at least you learned something from it. But if you're not putting any effort, you're not going to learn anything and you're not going to get any kind of result either. So I would say that put in the effort by actually going to the teacher's office hours, asking questions, and then, you know, if they're offering you extra credit, definitely do the extra credit. And then the last thing that I want you to think about is that you might not be reviewing your exam scores. So once you take an exam and you look at your scores, there are people who will just look at the scores and just move along, not even think about it again. And then there are some people, once they look at their exam scores and they see what things they have wrong, they will go to their friends, they'll go to the teacher to talk about it, talk about why they got it wrong, and just review and discuss the materials and the questions. That really does help you because that'll help you prepare for the next exam. So I would definitely say go to your teacher or go to your friends or classmates, whoever you can, and talk to them and ask what they got correct, what you didn't get correct, and discuss how you can fix it. So that way you can stay better prepared for the next exam. These are just some things that I think that maybe if you become aware of it or try to fix it, then I think it's going to help you do better in school a lot more. Like you're going to be successful if you understand what you're doing wrong and then go from there. I really hope you find this video helpful. Please subscribe to my channel if you do. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.